And from Huron Arena, we welcome you into the final regular season game as the Pierre Governors take on the Huron Tigers in a rematch from earlier in the season as the Govs are looking to do what Mitchell did to them on Tuesday, and that is split the season series with this Huron team as the Governors back on October 8th, so just about a month ago, it was the Huron Tigers beating the Pierre Governors 25-22, 25-22, and 25-16 in Pierre, and now they come here to the Huron Arena against this Tiger team and looking to knock them off as the Tigers sit in the number 3 seed in Class AA. His final game for both these teams here tonight. There's just not even a handful of games on Saturday to close out the year. So the Governors after tonight will kind of maybe scoreboard watch a little bit to see where they might be. But as they sit right now, they're in the 11th spot. And if there's no change by the end of Saturday, they would go to Braden Valley next week, Thursday, in the Sodak 16 as a 6-11 matchup. Brandon Valley was a team that the Huron Tigers just beat on Tuesday in 5 sets as they claimed the EST championship, did the Huron Tigers. But it took a lot for the Tigers to get to that 5-set win. They were down 13-9, end up winning 15-13 in that 5th set. They claimed the ESD championship, regular season championship, that is. But the Tigers playing Yankton in that first round if nothing would change. Of course, again, as the Governors right now they sit, Brandon Valley would be the team that they would face in the Sodak 16. And that was a game that was the first game back that the Governors play the Brandon Valley Lynx. So if you go look at the schedule online and even hear me say that they were swept by Brandon Valley, this is a completely different team, the Pierre Governors, where they had very limited practice when they took on the Brandon Valley Lynx a couple of weeks ago or after their stint with COVID. So it's going to be much different if they do play Brandon Valley. But, of course, here tonight we're focused on the Huron Tigers, and Coach Casey Keenels is focused on the Huron Tigers. We'll talk with her here in just a little bit. The Tigers, again, 14-4 on the season. They have had a very good year. They have their senior setter, Tenley Buddenhagen, one of the best setters in the state. Mike Keenels will have to go toe-to-toe with her in the setting game. This Governor team, back in the beginning of October, played really well. He had 3 girls that were over 200. And in terms of how they play, for those that may wonder, well, what's over 200 mean, like me, who wouldn't know without talking to the coaches, but over 200 is really good. That is, if you have over 200, that means you played a very, very strong game. And they had 3 girls that did that, including McKenna Schleckway, who was over 300. And that means that the Governors played a heck of a ball game against the Huron Tigers back at home, but they still lost by 3. But when he talked with Coach Casey Keenels after that game, had a chance to kind of chat and kind of sit there and just talk with her about it and say, hey, if things go differently, if you get a couple of breaks to go your way in that first or second set, you're right there in, and you have a chance to win that first or second set. And then all of a sudden you're up 2-0 or 1-1, and that completely changes how that third set is played. So here again tonight, if the Governors play really well in set 1 and 2 and take one of those 2 sets, we might be looking at a different ball game. And this isn't out of the question for this Governor team to pick up a win against the Huron Tigers, but they've got to play as well as what they did back in October 8th to have a chance. But we've seen stints where the Governors have played that well. We've seen stints where and Coach Keenels has been frustrated with how the team has played because she knows how good this team can be, and at times hasn't looked that way. But here tonight, they have a chance to kind of get that corrected, put themselves in a good spot going into the Sodak 16 next week, Thursday. We will step aside for 3 minutes, and we will come back and talk with Coach Casey Keenels, other Pierre Governors. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Welcome back to the pregame show on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Joining me is Coach Casey Keenels of the Pierre Governor Volleyball team. Coach, final regular season game here for you guys. Here on a team that you played earlier in the year. What do you expect from your team? What do you want from your team, especially being the last game of the season, getting ready for the SODAC 16 next Thursday?
I hope that we come out with a lot of fire. I think that, just knowing, disappointing loss against Mitchell on Tuesday, hopefully they take a little bit of that and take it out here tonight when we play. Huron's playing very well. They'll be a fast-paced team. We just can't get caught sleeping. And so that's, yesterday in practice really worked on just being prepared. Maybe it's not going to be pretty. A lot of chaos control is kind of what we need to do here tonight.
And on Tuesday, you guys played good. Mitchell played really good. So there wasn't a whole lot of negatives, I guess you could say, from that loss of it. So does that kind of, I guess when you go through practice yesterday, kind of talk about how well you guys played and just continue that in here tonight?
Yeah, and I think offensively we've done really well here these last few matches, and so that's what we got to keep focusing on the positives there on the offensive side, and then hopefully we know Huron's a good serving team, so our passing's got to be on, and that's where we struggled. I thought on Tuesday night was just our passing, serve receive. We really struggled getting the ball, and with that, our hitters will still be able to take care of the ball. So I think that if we can kind of clean that part up, stay aggressive with our serving, and then just be ready to play defense.
And again, as we play another team that you faced earlier in the year, just like you did Mitchell on Tuesday, you probably expect a different team than what you played the first part of the year.
I think, Shelly's been doing this a long time. Always see that same style of play. And I think, they've got a couple players back that didn't play against us. And I think those players are playing well. So I think, we'll see if, as far as personnel-wise, might see a few different players. But I think for the most part, we know what their style of offense is. We know they're going to come at us quick. They have, a high-risk offense that they're going to really just attack and wait for us to sit back and catch us sleeping. So hopefully our girls are, in that mindset of focus and excited to be here playing tonight, knowing that it's the last regular season game and, set the tone for what's coming up next week.
And like you just said, last regular season game here against Huron. What's going to be the reason for success to put yourself into a good position going to SODAC 16 next Thursday?
I think just the momentum. I think just having that, to know that we play well against a good team. Huron's at that 3 seed right now, and so if we can compete with them, I think that gives us the confidence going into that next, our first playoff game. And so that's really what we got to go for. Is just everyone go out there, play their best volleyball, and good things can happen.
What is going to be the number one thing here for you guys to get a win tonight?
Aggressive, and I think just really playing with a lot of emotion. I think we got to really get into we score points. We really got to get into that. We got to keep that momentum on our side, and when we have that momentum, we got to keep going.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next on today's KCCR. Today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Huron Arena as we get set for the start of this match, we'll go through the starting lineup. Stenley Buddenhagen, the 5'5" senior setter. McKenna Moore, the 5'7" senior outside hitter. Emily Dale, the 5'10" junior. Number 16, Brent Goes, the 5'9" sophomore. Number 20, senior. And number 22, Libby Rounds, the 5'10" senior. For the Pierre Governors, it is Maya Keatles along with Reagan Wiebe, Kenzie Gronlin, the senior. Those three are seniors, along with as well Avery Kaiser, and then Austin Wiebe, or Kia Mucho-Knaus, and Lily Sanchez will be the starters for the Pierre Governors here this evening. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back after the national anthem, and have a first serve for you. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we are back here at Huron Arena, we are set for first serve as they are going through the starting lineups, but we've gone through them once before. We'll join in with the PA for the starting lineups.
Henry Buddenhagen, 5'7" senior outside hitter number 7, McKenna Moore, 5'5" senior defensive specialist number 11, Maggie Huber, 5'9" senior outside hitter number 20, Brooke Schultz, 5'10" senior middleback number 22, Libby Rounds. The Tigers are coached by Tyann Buddenhagen, Joshua Lee, Lizzie Cox, and head coach Shelley Buddenhagen.
And again, the Pierre Governors, they have Maya Keatles, the senior, along with Reagan Wiebe, the senior. Then as well, Kenzie Gronlin, another senior. Three seniors right in a row. Lily Sanchez, a sophomore. The other sophomore, Avery Kaiser. And then Austin Wiebe, a senior. And also have Kia Mucho-Knaus as the libero for the evening. for the Pierre Governors. So starting lineups have been all introduced, and we are set for volleyball final time of the regular season in 2020. We've made it to the end of the regular season. Now we just wanted to see how the postseason will go, but we've got to get through this match first. Governors, we have the first serve, and it will be Lily Sanchez to serve first.
There's some money found on the floor in the southwest corner of the arena floor. If you have lost some money.
They have getting the libero in here shortly. Reese Roselle will be the libero for this Huron Tiger team, the junior. And we are just about set here. Lily Sanchez from the bottom to the top of your radio dial will serve first for the Governors. Listen to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. There we go. As Sanchez, well, now we're going to get a new volleyball. Haven't got the right volleyball yet. And now I believe we are ready to go. So Sanchez from the bottom of the top of your dial will serve first. We're underway, and that one will go out. And a quick service error for the Pierre Governors, who had 8 in the loss to the Tigers back on October 8th. Start out with a service error to begin here tonight. Tenley Buttonhagen will go back to serve. From the top of your dial, Marquia Mucho-Canals to receive. Over for Reagan Wiebe. And now Mucho-Canals to the third hit. He goes back for Reese Roselle. Sets and down for a kill. Tigers, they're quickly up 2-0. Brooke Schultz, the 5'9 senior, gets the first kill of the game for the Huron Tigers. It is a 2-0 lead. Just like that for the Tigers. As Buttonhagen again will serve. Here for Huron from the top to the bottom. Comes for Marquia Mucho-Canals. Kenols will set at the net for Gronlund. And that one will go down for a Kenzie Gronlund kill. Didn't get all of it, but she gets her first kill. And the first points for the Pierre Governors here this evening. With a 2-1 score. Mike Kenols will serve here for Pierre. Kenols on the serve. Over for Roselle. Will be set and down. And Mucho-Canals try to get that dig, but a net violation is called on the Governors. And it's now 3-1. Checking in for Huron will be Maddie Hubert. She'll come in to serve. As she checks in for Bryn Goes. So here's Hubert for the Tigers on the serve. Mucho-Canals will receive. Kenols will set for Reagan Wiebe. Blocked up, and it goes out from the Tigers. And it's 3-2. The Governors are back within 1 for the senior Reagan Wiebe to go back to serve. She'll be middle of the floor for Pierre. Across. Roselle to receive. Be set from Buttonhagen. There's a kill attempt. That one was tipped by the Governors, and it goes out, but it will be a point here for the Huron Tigers. So it is now 4-2. And Roselle will go back to serve. Roselle over. Mucho-Canals to receive. Keno's going to get over to it. And it's an ace for Roselle, and it's 5-2. A 3-point lead here for the Huron Tigers. And Roselle is back to serve again. Over, and that one goes too far from Roselle. That's now 5-3. Sanchez is coming in for Gronlund to check out for Schleckway to come in. So McKenna Schleckway is in for the first time. Marquia Mucho-Canals, the libero, will serve here for the Governors. Down 5-3 here in set number 1. Roselle is right there to receive. Buttonhagen is set at the net. Be over, dug out by Wiebe, but Terwilliger mishandled the next hit. It's called for a 2-hit violation, and it's now 6-3. McKenna Moore had the opportunity. It was first dug out by Wiebe, but unably played by Terwilliger. Here's Schleckaway from the far side. That one gets tipped up. It was not blocked up. And then on the third hit, the Governors were celebrating. The Tigers get it back. It's going to be tipped at the net and did not get over from Kaiser. So the Governors thought they had the point, but a nice diving play by the Tigers, and they come up with the points after all. And they lead 7-3 here in set number 1. Over on the serve from Brooke Schultz. And the Governors were out of position. And it's now 8-3. And so, okay, they're going to say that they're in position. So the referee made the mistake, had it right. So now it's 7-3 still. And wait for the official word from the referee. There's a chance for Terwilliger, got dug out by Roselle. Budenhagen will set, and that one is down for McKenna Moore. And Moore has got her third kill. And it's now 8-3. After all that, Tigers still score that point. Brooke Schultz will serve. There's a lot of open space here Huron Arena. Great place to be at. There's a lot of open space, so that volleyball can get lost. It takes a little bit while to get the volleyball back over where it needs to go. Here's the serve for Schultz. Off the net, but played by Wiebe. Mike Keenels was set for Terwilliger. That one was just out. Does not tip by the Tigers, and it's now 9-3. So a couple of hitting errors, and Coach Casey Keenels will take her first time out. 9-3 Tigers lead in set one. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, and today is KCCR. Today is KCCR.com. As we welcome back here to the Huron Arena, 9-3 is their score in set number one. The Governors have taken just their first time out as they're looking to avoid going 7-12 on the regular season. Need a big win to go 8-11 to put themselves in a good spot. If Lincoln gets a win over Brandon Valley, they could jump the Governors. As that serve goes off the hands of Kaiser. Metro Canals might have called for it. Either way, it goes for a point for the Tigers. An ace for Schultz, her first. And it's 10-3 here in set one for the Tigers. Schultz goes across. That one goes too hard. And it goes out, and it's now 10-4. You can really see that from up here in the press box. The almost looked like a knuckleball coming at you. Here's Austin Wiebe to come back in to serve. 6-point lead for the Tigers. Wiebe to the back line, play from Schultz. Budenhagen will set over from Moore. Metro Canals got the dig. Keenels now for Kaiser. Off the hands and down for a point for Avery Kaiser. And it's 10-5. Avery Kaiser gets her first kill. Austin Wiebe to serve again. Down by 5 here in set one. Roselle to receive. Budenhagen will set Moore. And that one's off the hands of Kaiser, not dug out. And Moore gets another kill, her fourth here in set one. And that's 11-5. Going back into the game is Bryn Goes, the 5'9 sophomore. For Maddie Hubert. And McKenna Moore will serve for the Tigers. Reagan Wiebe receives a Keenels from the back line to try and set for Wiebe. Coming from the back line, that goes out. Too far from Reagan Wiebe, and it's now 12-5, a 7-point lead here for the Tigers in set number one. Here's Moore all the way to that right side, and Metro Canals did not receive that one well, and it's an ace for Moore. Adds to that total of 4 kills and now 1 ace, and the Tigers are up by 8, 13-5 here in set one. So here's Moore again with the next serve. That one goes out to service error from the Tigers, and a point for the Governors, 13-6. Again, this Pierre Governor team played really well last time against Huron, lost in 3 sets, but had one of their best games. Need a couple of breaks to go their way. Avery Kaiser in the serve. Budenhagen will set, dug out though by Metro Canals. Austin Wiebe over for Kaiser on the back line. She goes into the net. And it's now 14-6. An 8-point lead again here for the Tigers. Roselle comes out. Lexi Gilbert is in to serve. Emily Dale also takes the seats. So here is Lexi Gilbert on the serve. Also Wiebe to play. Mike Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. Got it blocked up on the kill attempt, and it goes down for a point for the Tigers. And they now lead by 9 here in set one, 15-6. And Lexi Gilbert is back again to serve. Austin Wiebe to receive. Mike Keenels now for Kaiser coming in. That goes off the hands, but played there perfectly from Schultz. Tapped over the nets and down for a point for Libby Rounds. Set from Budenhagen, and then Rounds was just tapped right over the top of the wall. And the Governors couldn't recover, and it's now 16-6. Gilbert again from the top to the bottom, coming over, and that one had a little curve to it. Austin Wiebe misplayed it, and another ace for Gilbert, her first one, but another ace for the Tigers in general, and it's now 17-6. An 11-point lead here in set one. Here is Gilbert again on the serve. Reagan Wiebe to receive. Keenels now to set for Schleckaway off the hands of Rounds and down for a kill for Schleckaway. Her first of the night. That's 17-7. Lily Sanchez is back in for Schleckaway. Groundland is in for Munchelknaus. So Sanchez here to serve. The sophomore too far again, and she is 0 for 2 here on serves. Both of them have gone too far, and it's 18-7. Well, actually, one didn't go too far, just went off to the side. But she's 0 for 2 on serves. Budenhagen on the serve for Austin Wiebe. Now here's Kenzie Groundland. That's too hard and not tipped from the Tigers. And it's now all of a sudden 19-7. The Tigers have really taken control of this first set. Here is Budenhagen on the serve. Munchelknaus to receive. Keenels will set at the net for Wiebe. Nice dig there from Moore. Budenhagen over on the third hit. Groundland, Keenels now to set for Wiebe. That one's over and off the hands of goes and down for a kill for the Governor Senior and Reagan Wiebe. Her second of the night. That's now 19-8. Reese Terwilliger is in for Austin Wiebe. Mike Keenels is going to serve. To the back line, Roselle to play. Budenhagen to set and down hard from Rounds. And it's 20-8. That was a great set there from Budenhagen on the jump set. And Rounds, that was a quick set to kill from Budenhagen to Rounds. 20-8. Maddie Huber is back in. She will serve. Munchelknaus to receive and did not receive it well. It's another ace. And it's now 21-8. A 13-point lead here as we get late in set number one. Here is Huber again. Munchelknaus to receive this one. Keenels at the net for Reagan Wiebe, but dug out by Budenhagen. Roselle now for Rounds and not dug out from Kaiser. And it's 22-8. And here are the Huron Tigers closing in on a set one win. Over on the serve, did not get over. Hit the top of the net and bounced back. That's now 22-9. And Reagan Wiebe will serve. They need a lot of points here in a little bit of time. Here in this first set, Wiebe on the serve. Received by Moore. Budenhagen will set for Rounds. That goes into the net from Libby Rounds. So back-to-back points here for the Governors, and it's 22-10 as they trail here in set one. Reagan Wiebe again on the serve. Just 2 kills so far for her on the night. Here's a chance for Budenhagen to set now for Schultz. Blocked up by Kaiser. They'll play it again. Budenhagen back for Schultz again. Over the top, but Munchelknaus is there. Able to get it over where the Governors. Mike Keenels got it across. Here's Moore with a chance. Dug out by Munchelknaus. Keenels now to set for Kaiser coming over. That goes off the hands of the Tigers. And a kill for Avery Kaiser. That's 22-11. 3 straight points here for the Governors. And Reagan Wiebe again is going to serve. Here's Wiebe to the corner. Played by Hubert. Sets. Moore got it blocked up. Over from Budenhagen as Keenels got a piece of it as Munchelknaus was coming in. And so it went over the top of Munchelknaus, and Reagan Wiebe couldn't get back in time. Would have been a really tough play to get it over anyway. But it's now 23-11. Here on the serve is Roselle. Kaiser to receive. Keenels now to set for Gronlund. just got it over the net and got it over the wall. And Kenzie Groundland will pick up her second kill. And it's 23-12. Okay, Schluckaway is back in. Mitchell Knaus is back to serve. 23-12 here in set one. Roselle to receive. Buttonhagen on the jump set. Tapped over the net, but played from Reagan Wiebe. Keenel is now to set for Terwilliger. That was a hard attempt, but a nice dig there from Roselle. More across, and Wiebe to play. Here's Keenel now to set for Kaiser. Tipped over the nets, but play for Moore. Back for Kaiser, and she goes down. No, but the Tigers get the point as it's a net violation on Kaiser. And it's now 24-12. And Brooke Schultz is back to serve, trying to get set number one. Terwilliger, too hard, was not touched by the Tigers, and it's a 25-12 win in set one for the Huron Tigers. Governor's going to find a way. Battle back here in set two. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today is KCCR, and today is KCCR.com. Quick check, 1 2, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. As we are back here at Huron Arena, it is set two, and the Tigers will start with Telly Buttonhagen to serve. As it is, Reagan Wiebe on the third hit, did not get it over the net. And it's a quick first point here for the Huron Tigers. Governors lost the first set, 25-12, and they've got to search deep down here because they've got to find a way to win this second set. Over a short serve from Buttonhagen. Keenel's Groundland got blocked up, but high up in the air from Kaiser. Mitchell Knaus now over from Kaiser. Play from Roselle. Buttonhagen to set. All the way across for goes. That one goes out. And it's now 1-1. The Governors, this is a team, again, for this Pierre Governor team, they've had sparks of excellence and looking like one of the top 5 teams in the state. And they have some sets where they just struggle to get things figured out right away. Kaiser, nice dig there. Here is Reagan Wiebe. That one got off the hands of Schultz and Rounds. And then A 2-hit violation is called on the Tigers, or excuse me, on the Governors. That's a point for the Tigers. I guess it was Muchokanous that ended up getting the 2-hit violation. So it is 2-1 here for Huron. Maddie Huber is in to serve. 1-8 so far. That came in that first set. Here is Huber on the serve from the top to the bottom. Muchokanous to receive. Keenholz. Now here's Kaiser over, just barely over the net. Rounds is right there, and the Tigers couldn't get over to it. Buttonhagen tried to get to the net, but was either going to have a net violation or touch the ball, and she did neither. But it's 2-2 here for the Governors. And Reagan Wiebe is back to serve here for Pierre. Wiebe across, received from Huber, tapped, and nice set there, and Rounds goes down with a kill, and it's 3-2. With that duo of Rounds and Moore that Huron has, that's some strong arms for the Huron Tigers. Roselle on the serve, off of Kaiser, somehow played it over to Wiebe, and then over from Muchokanous, right towards the line. Buttonhagen now will set, and that one goes out, as it was Emily Dale that had the opportunity. But it's a hitting error from the Tigers. And a tie game here with Pierre and Huron in set 2, 3-3. Marquia Muchokanous is back to serve here for Pierre. Muchokanous over Roselle, misplayed it. And an ace for Marquia Muchokanous. And it's a 4-3 lead here for the Governors. Their first lead of the night. Did not lead at all in set 1. They have a 4-3 lead. Muchokanous will serve. Roselle be played. Buttonhagen to set over. And then nice dig there from Reagan Wiebe. Kaiser, the play for Keenholz, got it into the corner. Now Buttonhagen again will try and set for more. That one not dug out from Muchokanous that time, and it's now 4-4. And there's another big kill from McKenna Moore, now with 5 here tonight. Brooke Schultz, the 5'9" senior, is serving. And that one is out. And Huron so far here tonight, their serving game hasn't been very good compared to what we saw last time. They've had a lot of service errors in this game. Here's Austin Wiebe to serve, with the Governors leading 5-4. And that one goes out. Oh boy, that missed by a good almost 10 feet. There's 5-5. Bryn Goes is back in.
Goes subs in. Moore back to serve.
And it is McKenna Moore that will serve for the Huron Tigers. The 5-5 game here in set number 2. Moore across, Reagan Wiebe to play. Keenholz now for Wiebe coming from the back line. Over, dug out by Moore. Another third hit. Buttonhagen will just get it across. Austin Wiebe, now there's a chance for Keenholz to set for Kaiser. Over the nets. Roselle played. Buttonhagen now to try and set for Goes. And Wiebe couldn't get the dig. And it's a point for the Tigers. And it's a 6-5 lead on the Goes kill.
More serving.
Remy Price is in for the first time to replace Reagan Wiebe. Here is Moore. That is, again, another service error from the Tigers. And Shelly Buttonhagen can't be happy with the amount of service errors that we've seen, that she's seen here tonight for her team. 6-6. Kaiser on the serve. That goes into the nets. And it's 7-6. A 1-point lead again here for the Huron Tigers. Lexi Gilbert will serve. A 7-6 lead for Huron in set 1. 25-12 in set 1 for the Tigers. Here is Keenholz is set for Wiebe, off the hands and played from Moore. Buttonhagen is set, blocked up from the Governors. They're able to get both Schleckway and Keenholz got a piece of it. Schleckway will end up with the kill. McKenna Schleckway ties it up at 7-7. Nice block that came down. Schleckway got the first hit on it. Keenholz, that was right next to her, got the second hit for Schleckway to get up for a chance to get it over. They tied it up. And it's now 7-7. That's Elise Sanchez. She will serve. Sanchez will keep this one in. Buttonhagen goes with a chance. That one got blocked up, but not back over the nets. And goes with another kill, her second of the night. And it's now 8-7. Here for Huron with a 1-0 lead so far. Buttonhagen on the serve. That one stays in right at the edge as Hannah Lemieux will check in for Austin Wiebe. 9-7 is our score. So Hannah Lemieux is in for the first time. Budenhagen on the serve. Avery Kaiser to receive. Keynoles now to set for Reagan Wiebe. Got blocked up and down. 3 Huron Tigers were there to try and block up Wiebe's attempt, and they did. And it's now 10-7. 3 in a row here for the Tigers. Have given them a 3-point lead. Budenhagen on a soft serve at the nets. Keynoles was able to get it across on the Tigers side, but then that one's blocked up from no, it was blocked up, but it went down on the Tigers side, or down the Governor's side, so it's 11-7. Looked like it went over back on for the Huron Tigers, and the Governors were getting the point. But it's 11-7 now here for Huron. 4-point lead here in set 2. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Tenley Budenhagen will serve again here for the Huron Tigers after Coach Casey Keynoles took her first time out in set number 2. Here is Budenhagen on the serve over Lemieux. Did not play that one, and it goes all the way to Coach Keynoles. And it's now 12-7 as Budenhagen picks up her second ace. And a 5-point lead here for the Tigers. So Budenhagen again, after having her second ace, she'll go for her third. She'll get her third. As Lemieux misplayed that. And Austin Wiebe is going to come back in for Hannah Lemieux. So it's now 13-7. A 6-point lead. Budenhagen's got all 3 of her aces on this string of serves. Budenhagen again. Groundland play. Keynoles got it back for Kaiser to get over the third hit. Now Budenhagen will set. Tapped over from Schultz. Back across. Keynoles got it up in the air. Budenhagen now for more. Just barely across. Kaiser, Metro Canals, and Kaiser on the third hit will get it over. Roselle set from Budenhagen. That goes down for a kill. And Bryn Goes makes it 14-7. Her third kill. And it's 7 straight here for the Tigers as they're doubling up Pierre in this second set. Budenhagen, that goes into the net, so she had 3 aces on that string of serves, and then she ends up getting the service error to end her string. Here is Mike Keynoles to serve. McKenna Moore, Budenhagen to set, and that one is out from Brooke Schultz. So the Governors have scored back-to-back points, and it's now 14-9. Good play there from Metro Canals to not get a piece of that ball. Keynoles on the serve again. Budenhagen, and there's another kill from Libby Rounds. 15-9 is her score here in set 2. A 6-point lead. Addie Huber will serve. Huber from the left side. Over from Metro Canals. That goes behind the bench. Another ace for Huber, her second of the night. The Tigers continue to pour it on with their aces, although their serve hasn't been that good in terms of a lot of errors, but they have a lot of aces so far here tonight. Kaiser to receive that next serve. Set for Wiebe, blocked up and down from McKenna Moore. And it's now 17-9. And the lead is 8 for the Tigers. This was a 7-7 game not too long ago. And it's now 17-9 for the Huron Tigers. Huber off the net to Williger to play. Keynoles now for Wiebe. Dug out from Roselle. Budenhagen for Moore. hard down, and McKenna Moore is nearing double digits in kills, up to 7. And it's 18-9. And what looked like you could see maybe this going to a tight second set. The Tigers are about to run away with this second set. Over from Huber. Keenels for Terwilliger. Blocked up again from Rounds and Schiltz. And it's 19-9. So here is another serve from Huber. Over, Reagan Wiebe receives, but Moore puts it right back down. McKenna Moore makes it 8 kills, and Coach Keenels will take her second timeout. 20-9. Governors trail here in set 2. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. 20-9. Tigers lead here in set number 2. Well, they've scored 13 of the last 15 points. And Coach Keenels has taken her second time out. She's trying to urge her team to not give up here in this second set, not to give up here tonight. Although it's, again, you watch the Governors, they were down 2-0. In a set or against Sioux Falls Lincoln, came back and took it to 5. So it's not out of the question they can't do this, but Governors need a lot of work right now, and Kaiser goes in the nets. And it's 21-9. 4 points left before the Tigers take game 2 and could potentially go for that sweep. Over from Huber. Now Keenels now for Terwilliger, taps over the net, but taps it out. And it's now 22-9. 13-point lead here for Huron in set 2. They look maybe around the league. Sioux Falls Lincoln, Brandon Valley, they start at 7. We'll see if we can get an update on that game, because that will determine if the Governors are going to be the 11 or 12 seed. There's a set and another kill as that one lands in play from Brooke Schiltz, and it's now 23-9. Kaylee Severin is in for Reagan Wiebe now. So Severin, the senior, is in for the first time here this evening. The 14-point lead for the Huron Tigers. Over from Huber. Set from Keenels. Dug out, though, by Huber. Moore got it across on the third hit. Severin is there. Here's Terwilliger, the chance. That goes down for a kill for Reese Terwilliger. And it's 23-10. Remy Price is going to come in for Severin. And Price is going to go back to serve. So the sophomore, her first chance to serve here this evening. Here's Price on the jump serve. That one lands in play right on the line. And an ace for Remy Price. Huron gave up on it right away. So Price will pick up her first point, her first ace. We'll see if she can do it again. And another chance here for Remy Price. On the jump serve. Over. Budenhagen got a piece of it. And it'll be back from Huber. Keenels now to set for Terwilliger. Started to jump a little bit too soon. And she'll still get the kill anyway. Roselle got an arm on it. But no one was there in the middle of the nets. That's 3 straight here for the Governors. And Price is again will serve. Terwilliger has got her second kill. Here is Price on the jump serve. Roselle. Here's Budenhagen to set. Rounds couldn't tip it over, but it was touched by the Governors. Kaiser got a piece of it over from Groundland. And now here's Roselle to kind of slow things down a little bit. Schiltz with a chance, but Mitchell Canals with the dig. Keenels over for Kaiser on the far side, going across court, but dug out. Tap back over from Kaiser. And now Avery Kaiser will get the point for the Governors. And it's 23-13. 4 straight here for the Governors. 23-13 here in set 2. Price on the jump serve. Over from Roselle. Buttonhagen got it across, but Kaiser is there to play. Back for Montreal Canals. Nice diving play to get it back across from Groudland. Here's Buttonhagen for more. Over Kaiser to play it. Keenol's is set for Terwilliger. Down for Reese Terwilliger to get a kill. And it's 5 straight here for the Governors, and they're down by 9. 23-14 here in set 2. Remy Price again will serve. 3rd kill for Terwilliger. Here's Price on the jump serve. Roselle. Buttonhagen is set for McKenna Moore, and that one goes off the Governors and into the bench. And it's 24-14, so now the Governors have to score 10 in a row to try and keep the second set going, 24-14. Reese Roselle to serve. Over as Terwilliger. Keenol's tapped over from Groundland. Buttonhagen is there. Roselle now for Moore to try and close it out. That goes in the nets. So it's not done yet. 24-15. McKenna Schleckaway is in. Marquia Montreal Canals will go back to serve. And the Governors need another 9 in a row. Marquia Montreal Canals, the senior libero for the Governors. To the back line. Roselle got it over on the reception of the serve. Here's Schleckaway with a chance. That one goes just out. And that will end set number 2. 25-15 for Huron. They lead 2-0. Back in 2 minutes with the start of set number 3. Listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today is KCCR and today is KCCR.com. Back here at Huron Arena as we get set for set number 3. And the Governors, again, have a lot of work in front of them. They got to win this set here. Start with set number 3. They lost the first one 25-12, second one 25-15. It has not looked so good for the Governors here tonight. But this is a game where the game of volleyball, hey, you have 2 bad sets. That's okay. You can turn around and have a great set 3, set 4, and set 5 and still come away with a win. Those you can lose that first 2 25-0 and still come back and win. Doesn't matter how bad you lose or how close that first and second set is. It's about how you respond in that 3rd, 4th, 5th set here for this Pierre Governor team. And they've got to respond. They've got to find a way to respond. At the very least, put themselves in a positive moving forward in the Sodak 16 next week Thursday, because the Governors will be on the road, and it is going to be Going to be tough. Whoever they play, whether it's Brandon Valley, maybe Sioux Falls Roosevelt, as Keno serves to start this third set. There's a chance for goals. Dug out by Mucho Canals. Nice dig there from the senior. Over, but it goes out for Mucho Canals in the third hit. And it is a 1-0 lead. As back to serve. No score update on Lincoln and Brandon Valley. Buttonhagen is back to serve for the Huron Tigers as they lead 1-0. Buttonhagen. Reagan Weeby to receive. Keenholz at the net. Tapped over by Schleckaway. Played from Buttonhagen. Now here's goes. Dug out from Kaiser. Keenholz will set the net for Terwilliger. Blocked up. Kaiser couldn't keep it in the air. Went off the side of her arm. That's 2-0. The Tigers, who have only only trailed by just 1 point in a couple different times, have a 2-0 lead. Schleckaway over on the third hit. Didn't look very promising to begin that one. Missed from Rounds. It was too high of a set from Buttonhagen. Or Rounds mistimed the jump from the set from Buttonhagen, and the Governors will take that point as they now trail 2-1. And Reagan Weeby is back to serve here for the Governors. Weeby over for Rounds or Schultz to play. Here's a chance for Schultz, but dug out by Mucho Canals. Nice play from the senior. Reagan Weeby over. Schultz is there again. Excuse me, that was more. Now here's goes. And that one is missed from Reagan Weeby, and it's now 3-1. And Remy Price will check in for Reagan Weeby.
Price steps in for the Governors.
And also checking in for the Tigers is Maddie Huber. So here is Maddie Huber. 3-1 lead for the Tigers in set 3. Mucho Canals got a piece of it. Was going out, but she got off the hand. And an ace for Huber, her third of the night. And it's 4-1. So Huber will get another chance to serve. Receive from Kaiser. Nice play from Keenholz. Nice reaction time. Williger got it over on the third hit. Buttonhagen to set for more. Tipped and down for McKenna Moore to get another kill. Her 10th now of the game. Gronland's going to come in for Mucho Canals. 5-1. The Governors are trying to get themselves in the right alignment here. So now here is Maddie Huber to serve. And Huber on the serve. That one goes out, and it's now 5-2. So the Governors were in all kinds of sorts trying to get themselves aligned in the correct order. But here is Lily Sanchez in to serve. 5-2 is their score here in set 3. Sanchez on the serve, Roselle to receive. Buttonhagen over now for Moore. Tipped, and Sanchez couldn't get back over to it. And so it's now 6-2, and the Tigers are back up by 4. And Roselle is going to be back to serve.
Huber with the serve.
It will be over from Roselle, and now here is Kaiser. That one's too far. Maybe that's Brent Huber serving for the Tigers, and she will serve again, 7-2. As Kaiser hit that one out. 5-point lead for the Tigers. Huber, Kaiser to receive. Keenholz now set for Terwilliger. Tipped, and the play from Huber. Over. Blocked up, and play from Keenholz. Now a chance for Kaiser. She goes in the net again. And it's now 8-2. So Huber on the serve. 6-point lead here for the Tigers in set 3. Price to receive. Keenholz tapped to Williger with the left hand. Couldn't get it over, and it's now 9-2. And Coach Keenholz will take a timeout. 9-2 here in set 3. Governors trail by 7 back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. It is 9-2 here for the Huron Tigers in set 3. Lily Sanchez who come in for Mutual Canals. Kaylee Severin is going to come in for Maya Keenels. Sanchez and the Governors are struggling to get themselves lined up. Boy, that's going to be frustrating for a coach coming out of the timeout. And it's like in football, you don't have the right play, or you think you have the right play, but then it wasn't communicated to the team properly. They can't get the right play, and that's an ace coming out of the timeout for Hubert. You have to take that timeout before you come out of the timeout, get a delayed game or false start penalty. Ooh, that really does not – coach doesn't like that too much, and Coach Keno doesn't like having to tell everybody where to be at out of the timeout. Severin to receive. Sanchez will set for Terwilliger. That goes off of Moore, so Terwilliger will get the kill. And it's now 10-3. And Austin Wiebe is in to serve for Reese Terwilliger. 7-point lead for Huron in set 3. On the serve from Wiebe. Played from Schultz. Buttonhagen will be over and down for a kill for the Tigers and Emily Dale. That's now 11-3. And Dale's picked up her first kill of the night. Here is Brooke Schultz with a serve. Austin Wiebe over from Sanchez. Nice play there from Sanchez to get over. There's a chance for Dale again. A nice dig from Austin Wiebe. Avery Kaiser had it blocked up but played on the side for the Tigers. Schultz coming for the back line. That goes in the nets. And the Governors have picked up a point, and it's 11-4. Reagan Weeby's going to check back in for Remy Price. And Avery Kaiser is back to serve here for the Governors. Kaiser on the serve. Schultz, Buttonhagen down for another kill for Dale. And it's 12-4. Kaiser at the diving attempt, but couldn't get a piece of it. Goes is in for now Hubert. And now McKenna Moore will serve. 8-point lead. Here is Moore. Severin to receive. Sanchez for Reagan Wiebe. To the back line and down for a kill for Reagan Wiebe. And Moore went diving for it. She nearly took a foot from Huber. But here's Kenzie Gronlund now. She will serve. Gronlund doesn't serve too much, but it's 12-5 here. And here is Gronlund on the serve. To the back line. Nearly misplay for the Tigers. Goes will get it over and dug out by Kaiser. Sanchez is there. Here's Reagan Wiebe, taps it over and rolls on the net, played from Goes. Buttonhagen now for Schultz from the back line, dug out from Gronlund. And then Sanchez was backpedaling, trying to get a set and goes into the antenna. So it's now 13-5, and the Tigers are up by 8.
Gilbert checks in. Gilbert back to serve.
Gilbert is in, and she will serve with an 8-point lead here in set 3. Tigers won the first one 25-12, second one 25-15. Kaiser comes diving in on the serve reception. And then blocked up on a Reagan Wiebe attempt from Libby Rounds. And it's now 14-5. A 9-point lead here in set 3. Here is Gilbert on the serve. Gronlund. Sanchez will set. Reagan Wiebe over the third hit. Moore as Buttonhagen set it for Goes and had an easy kill for Bryn Goes. And it's 15-5. A 10-point lead here for the Huron Tigers in set 3, and it's not looking good for the Governors to come all the way back. Reagan Wiebe on the reception. Severin and now Austin Wiebe. Buttonhagen now will set. Chance and a kill. Gronlund couldn't dig it out from Libby Rounds, and it's now 16-5. And we'll get a sub as Jazz McGurr, the 5'8 junior, will check in. Her first chance to get in here this evening. Gilbert on the serve. Kaiser to receive. Sanchez over for Reagan Weeby. Tapped over the nets. And here's now Buttonhagen to set all the way over for Goes. Brownlee got a hand on it, but not dug out. That's 17-5. A 12-point lead, and Metro Canals is back in for Kenzie Gronlin. And another sub coming in. Evan Gainey, the 5'6" sophomore. She is in for the first time here this evening. Getting the seniors out one at a time. This is Shelly Buttonhagen. Tenley Buttonhagen goes, will get the kill. And it's now 18-5. And we're going to get another sub here from the Tigers. Buttonhagen now will sub in Reese Roselle for Britton Goes. A sophomore coming out, but that's final home game, final regular season game for both these teams. Gilmore on the serve, rolls off the net, but played from Reagan Weeby over from Sanchez. And a point here for the Governors. Sanchez will take it, and it's now 18-6. Emily Dale is going to check in for Gilbert's. Bryn Huber is going to go back in for Dale, playing the back line. Kaylee Severin will serve. And that one as well, away hit out of play, and it's now 19-6. And now Terwilliger is in for Austin Weeby. Carson Kaufman will check in, the 5'8" sophomore. He will come in for Libby Rounds. The senior, he'll get another hug from Shelly Buttonhagen. Not too many seniors are left out there. Tenley Buttonhagen, the 5'5" senior, will serve. Avery Kaiser on the nets, over the nets. He'll come back and played over from Roselle and down for a kill from Reese Roselle. And it's 20-6. Buttonhagen will continue to serve. You maybe think that Shelly Buttonhagen will take her out, whether it's a 22 or 23, depending on if she gets the next 3 to 4 points. Reagan Weeby is set for Kaiser to the back line. Buttonhagen is there to play. Roselle over from McGurr. Now Sanchez is set for Terwilliger down, and Reese Terwilliger gets a kill. And it's 20-7. A 13-point lead here for the Governors. We'll get a sub coming in. Addison Moore in for the 5'4" 8th grader will get in. And Buttonhagen will come out. And a hug for Mom. Finley Buttonhagen and Shelly Buttonhagen get a chance to hug after they're about to win this in 3 sets. Off the nets, good play there from Huber. And the Tigers are not. They did get it over, and Terwilliger puts it in the nets. That's 21-7. Remy Price is in for Reagan Weeby. So right now, Morkia Mucho-Canals and Kaylee Severin are the 2 seniors, along with 4 sophomores out in the court. Reese Roselle comes out. Maddie Huber is in to serve. On the serve over Severin and Mucho-Canals bumped into each other. Sanchez now to set for Kaiser. Off the hands, but play here for the Tigers. And now for the back line coming over. Mucho-Canals on the dig. Terwilliger got blocked up and down for Reese Terwilliger. Get the point, and it's 21-8. Kenzie Groundland is back in here for Mucho-Canals. Lily Sanchez will check in. Roselle is back in. And Maddie Huber will get the hug for Coach Buttonhagen. So now here is Sanchez on the serve. Play from Huber. Going across, and that one's hit out from Carson Kaufman, the sophomore. And it's now 21-9. 12-point lead here in set 3. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. As we go across the 8 o'clock hour. Sanchez on the serve. Tapped over. Sanchez there to play for the Governors. to Williger. Kaiser got it blocked up. Good play for the Tigers to get it over the third hit. Severin is there. Here is Sanchez. Avery Kaiser. That one stays in, and Kaiser picks up the kill. Her second of the night. It's 21-10. And Sanchez will serve again. But Emily Dale will check back in. And she'll come in for Bryn Hubert. Also coming in the game will be Isabel Elwain, the 5'8" sophomore. So Sanchez now will serve. And that one goes out from Sanchez, just barely out, but it's now 22-10. Peyton Schukarts, the 5'9" junior, is also in. Comes in for Aston Moore, the 5'4" 8th grader. Going into and serving will be Carson Kaufman. 22-10 here in set 3. Kaufman on the serve. It's it too hard and it goes out. And it's now 22-11. Austin Wiebe is in for Terwilliger. 11-point lead here in set number 3. Austin Wiebe. As now the referee on the ground will get the Tigers in the right position to make sure that they don't get called for being out of position and point for the Governors, but it's Austin Wiebe now to serve. So here is the senior Wiebe just over the net, and not an ace. It's going to get back over from Kaufman. It's nearly an ace for Austin Wiebe. Price from the back line. Got it across. Kaufman be set. Austin Wiebe with a good dig. Price now will set for Severin. That one dug out though from Schukart at the net. It did not get touched by the Governors. A 4-hit violation on the Tigers, and it's 22-12. 10-point lead here for the Tigers in set 3. Austin Wiebe. That one will stay in. Kaufman to play over. Here's the Kaiser from the scores table and misplayed it. A 2-hit violation from Kaiser, and it's 23-12. So now here's Jazz McGurr, the left-hander. Austin Wiebe to play. Kaylee Severin. And now over from Gromlin. Chance at the net for the Tigers. Dug out from Sanchez. Here's Kaylee Severin to set now for Kaiser, and she goes into the nets. And it's 24-12. The Governors are going to need Avery Kaiser next Thursday. Kaiser just 2 kills. McGurr for Austin Wiebe. Here is Sanchez now for Severin. And that's a kill for Kaylee Severin. And it's 24-13. Rain Wiebe is in for Remy Price. Kaiser is going to go back to serve. Not one of Kaiser's best games here tonight, but the Governors are a much better team whenever she has a good game, and they're going to need it next Thursday. Chalk it up to whatever it might be. Kaiser get the ace here, and it's 24-14. So we're not done quite yet. Well, this sophomore is a catalyst to this Pierre Governor team, and just did not have a good night here tonight. Over on the third hit from the Tigers. Severin to play. Here's Sanchez now set for Gromlin. Got it across. But a whistle and a lift is called on Gromlin, and that's going to do it here for the evening. 25-14 in set number 3. And the Governors fall in 3 sets. Back in this one up and to get you out to Thursday Night Football. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Huron Arena, it is a final here tonight, as it was a straight sweep for the Huron Tigers, 25-12, 25-15, and 25-14. Governors finished the regular season at 7-12. Huron Tigers finished at 15-4. And the Governors will hope that Brandon Valley gets a win over the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, because then they'll stay the 11th seed and take on Brandon Valley. Otherwise, they'll fall back to 12 and then would take on either Aberdeen Central. I guess there's a potential of Brandon Valley moving up to that 5 spot, Aberdeen Central falling back to 6. Either way, Governors would rather stay at the 11th spot than fall back to number 12. But the Governors have got a lot of work here for this next week. This was not that you were expecting. Anybody was expecting. Thought maybe the Governors, after a spirited loss on Tuesday, would kind of use that as motivation against this Huron Tiger team, and just quite frankly did not have it here tonight. Did not look good in this 3-set loss to the Huron Tigers, but they still get a chance. They got a chance next Thursday in the SODAC 16, and they've got to find. They got to dig down deep here. We'll talk with Coach Casey Keenels next Wednesday on Coach's Corner. It is coming down the wire, and this Governor team has got to be able to got to do some soul searching here for this next week. It's however this game happened, it's not going to get the job done next Thursday. All the coaches know is talented enough to get the job done next Thursday, but they've got to find the heart and the soul here to get that job done next week Thursday, because the Governors are finished at 7-12, and there's a couple losses on that on the schedule that you kind of wish were wins, which would put them in a much better spot. But here we are, can't do anything about it now except to go out and be a potential 11-6 upset, or at worst 12-5 upset next week Thursday. We'll know the time and the place here by Sunday morning, Saturday night, and we'll have that game for you next week Thursday for the Pierre Governors and whoever they will play in the SODAC 16. Pierre Governor football tomorrow night, 7 o'clock kickoff at Yankton, with pregame starting at 6:35. Kickoff at 7. Greg Dean will join me on that call right here on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com, as we'll have finish out Pierre Governor sports here within the next 8 days, as potentially the state championship for, I guess we could go a little bit longer, but to the SODAC 16 state championship next week, Thursday and Friday. The Governors would have to win tomorrow night to get to that point, but we'll be on the air at 6:35 tomorrow evening and 7 o'clock with kickoff, as we will wrap things up here tonight. Thanks to Deidre Scott back at the station. We'll send you out to Thursday night football between the Packers and the 49ers, as the Governors, they fall in 3 sets, 25-12, 25-15 to 25-14, the Huron Tigers, as we say so long from Huron Arena.